Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to launch your own Triangle Arbitrage bot that utilizes the new protocols between 1inch and UniswapV3, and it'll take advantage of the AAVE protocol by taking a flash loan. We're going to actually take a flash loan of 300,000 USDT for this arbitrage. You will not have to. The cool thing about the flash loan, if you understand how that works, you will not have to front any of that money. All that money, the AAVE protocol will let you take as much as you want if you can pay it back in the same transaction block. So they're not really losing money because you can prove in that transaction block it's all going to be paid back. If that fails, then it'll be like you never even took the loan and there's no transaction. So they're not out any money, but you, by doing this Triangle Arbitrage and utilizing their service, will reap the profit of that, because you only have to pay back the amount you loaned from them, and they have a fee too. It goes on top of that you pay back in profit, or that's taken out of your profit. But then all the leftover you get to keep. So this is pretty cool for someone who doesn't have bank to do arbitrage. I mean, not very many people can throw down $300,000 to do some arbitrage. So the first step you're going to do is, I'm going to post a link to this code in the description. And then you're going to head over to remix.ethereum.org. If you first come here, you're going to come to this thing, and I usually decline. This is if you want to opt into their, to help them better their platform. You can accept if you want to. And then it'll give you the tutorial. I just go next. And then after that's all done, you can be in the File Explorer, and you can have this little guy here say create a file. And we're going to create a file. I'm just going to call it abt.sol. You can really name anything you want as long as it ends in .sol. Hit enter. And for my operating system, I have to actually do a Control-V to paste this in there. Doing a left click on the mouse does not seem to work for me for this IED. It might work for your operating system, I don't know. You can try it out. And then after you have that pasted in there, you can go to the next thing, because right now we're in the File Explorer, so we're going to drop down and go to the Solitary Compiler, and the version this contract bot's using is 050, so we're going to want to change the compiler to that version. And we're right here, and we're going to hit compile. Okay, so if you have a green check mark, that means everything compiled correctly. And then you're going to go down to deploy and run, which is right here. You're going to change the environment to web, or inject Web3. Your MetaMask should pop up and say, hey, do you want to connect? And it should be connected. Make sure you're connected to, yep, that's connected there. Awesome. You're going to make sure you have about 0.1 Ethereum to launch this contract, and you're going to need to give it a minimum of 0.05 once we launch it, which we'll do right now for gas money. So we have an environment set on web, inject Web3. Then down here on contract, you want to make sure we have our contract, which that's the one selected. Arbitrage bot, that is correct. We're going to go to confirm. And this is going to deploy the contract on the network. As soon as that happens, down here, deploy contracts. Now we have this guy here. This is your newly launched contract. You have a copy button. This will copy the address of your contract. Then we're going to go over to MetaMask. We're going to go to send. And we're going to send 0.005, which is, it says up here, the minimum 0.05. 0.05. That's the minimum. You can send more. It would just let the contract run longer on the blockchain. It won't run out of gas longer. Keep it running for as long as you can. But for a video sake, I normally give it more, but for this video's sake, and for some people who don't have a lot, they can actually see that it works for the minimal amount. So we're going to go for next. This is going to send the gas over to your contract. And when that goes through, should get some, there we go, confirmation. And make sure that it has gone through. Yes, it has. Now, and only then, I'm going to double check. You want to make sure. Yep, it's gone through. You want to make sure before you run the action, because this actually starts it, and you want to start it with no gas money. It wouldn't do very much. Okay, and now we can start the contract. Okay, it is running. Now we're going to check back in 24 hours and see what we have. Well, let's go ahead and check what we have in our MetaMask now. Okay, so about 0.0403. We'll check back in 24 hours and see what we have then. I'll pause. Okay, it's been a good 24 hours, a little bit past. Keep in mind that I left my computer open running. You don't have to do that. You don't have to leave this page open. Once it's launched, it's on the blockchain and running there. Let's go ahead and see what we've made, if anything. That's amazing. So we had 0.04, I think 06, and we've made over, I want to say we made over 1.3, at least 1.34. That is awesome for 24 hours. Not bad at all. It's not the highest I've ever gone, but it's not the lowest either. Which some days you get none, and some days you get a tremendous amount. I've never made less, I think, in 5 months. 5 months I've been doing this. Each month I've never made less than about 10 Ether. So it's been pretty good. I hope this helps you. Hope I went over everything. And also, so as this contract runs, it pays out the profit, so it does deplete the gas that you gave it to. So if you do keep the contract address, you can actually fund it with more gas and then run the action again to restart it. You could do that. Or you could always just launch another contract. But it is cheaper just to give it more gas and then run the action again. And I think I went over everything to launch this. I hope I did. If not, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching, and please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe for more videos.